All right, here, kind of celebrate a little of the Halloween spirit. You're going to work on the Frankenstein project. Woo. All right, so here are the materials that you need today. You need the paper, which is up front, a bigger piece of like poster board, okay? A ruler and a pencil. No pen, no marker yet. Absolutely not. In fact, the pencil that you use, I want you to be drawing very, very lightly because then you'll go over your drawing with markers and you can decorate it however you want. Okay, so make sure you've got those things. I'm going to remind you periodically to pause the video so that you can make sure you're caught up and don't let the video get too ahead of you, or rewind it if you need to. Okay, so here we go. On your poster board, okay, we need to measure 14 inches for your body. So really this whole Frankenstein thing is also a way to practice our rational numbers, meaning fraction skills. Okay, so in fact, what I want you to first do really lightly, kind of eyeball where the middle of your picture is, line up your ruler and just really lightly draw a straight line down the middle, because we've got to have some sort of feeling as to where the center of our Frankensteinish body is going to be. Okay, but make it very light so you can erase it later. And then I want you to measure. I want you to put a little mark at the top and measure 14 inches down. Now, what do I do? My ruler's only 12 inches. Figure it out. Okay, measure and put a little mark down here. That's 14 inches long. Okay. And again, pause as you need to so that you can get caught up and do the drawing stuff. All right. Once you have the top of your head and the bottom of your freakishly Frankenstein feet, then I need you to measure your head. Your head is going to be 1/7 of the length of your body. So let's come off to the side. 1/7 times 14. Oh, 1/7 of 14. Remember, when you have fractions and you're multiplying, you don't need a common denominator. 7 goes into 14 exactly. 2 inches. Here we go. All right, so get your 2 inches and kind of measure that from the top here. Okay, you'll be able to decorate and all this stuff and draw that in a minute, but we want to get our proportions done correctly. Okay, all right, next. Your neck is going to be 1/4 the height of the head. So go back and look at what your head was. Remember what this measurement was? Okay, so now you have to take 1/4 of that. The easiest way to do fourths is go half and half again. So half of 2 inches is 1 inch, half of that again, half an inch. So look at your ruler, measure. Okay, now keep in mind your neck comes after your head. Hello. Okay, so your neck, here's your head. You don't have to draw this in. You just have to keep in mind where things are at. Then draw in your neck where that's going to be. Okay, half an inch. I'm not going to keep giving you the numbers now, so you're going to have to keep going back and forth. The width of your shoulders is going to be 2 head lengths, one each way. And that's why we needed to draw in this center line, or that line of symmetry. Okay, so here's your neck, then come your shoulders. Remember how big this was? If not, just go ahead and measure it again and draw those 1 length out each way and put a little mark there for your shoulders. Okay, so here's your shoulders. They're coming out. This was your neck right here. Okay, we're taking shape. Whoa. All right, we've got the shoulders in. Now, your legs, let's work from the bottom up. Your legs are going to end up being half of your body, total body height. So let's go back here. And remember that I told you at first your body was 14 inches. So from where the bottom is here, this is going to be the ground. You need to come up half this distance. Okay, draw a little line. Okay, and that's basically all legs down here. So all of this on the bottom is legs. It's hard to believe your legs are really half of your whole height, but it kind of does work out that way. Okay. Okay, so put a little mark in there so you know where that's going to be. And again, pause this all the time. The width of your waist is going to be 1 head length wide. Okay, so go back to your picture and remember how big your head was? Okay, it's going to be that wide, but centered about this line. So you're not having one whole head out this way like your shoulders are. Okay, basically it's going to be centered about here. So make half of the head length, which should be 1 inch, go out that way and come out this way. Okay, that's your waist. So you get an idea of this. Here's your waist. Ta-da, da-da, da-da, da-da. Your foot, where are we now? That was the width of your waist. Your feet are the same size as your head. What? Actually, if you could like be super limber and get your foot way up here by your head, that actually is true. Kind of freaky. So go back and measure your head. And this time you're going to have to draw your feet being the same length that your head was. So get back to your picture here and where the bottom was. And here's where your feet are coming out the length of your head. In other words, now we're probably going to draw it a little freaky, but they're going to be the same as your shoulders. Okay. Now, are your feet going to stand this way or are you going to have your legs out away? I guess you're going to have to make a decision there. Okay. And what I mean by that, okay, so here was where I ended up on the bottom. And you see why I want you to sketch this. Okay. Are your feet and your heels going to be right next to each other? Probably not. You know, your leg's probably going to come out a ways like this. So now go ahead and measure that your feet are the same size as your head. Wink, wink. Out this way. Okay. Do the same thing over here. Okay. Kind of get a feel for how big your feet are going to be. Remember, Frankenstein also had big feet. So when you go to draw him, go ahead and make big old clumpy shoes because that's what he did. All right. Your arms are 3/7 the height of your body. 3/7 the height of your body. So let's go back here. The whole body was 14 inches. So if we're talking your arm from your shoulder down to the tips of your fingers, we're thinking you've got to make it 3/7 times the whole 14 inches. Well, so let's think here. The height of your head was one body. That was 2 inches. So 3/7 should end up being 3 times as much. You figure that out. Okay, so these are your arms. Okay, your arms come from your shoulders out. So where you kind of spotted where your shoulders end, you need to measure out your arms that proper distance. Okay. All right. Finally, I think we're getting toward the end here. Your eyes end up being halfway between the top of your head and your chin. Now, it doesn't seem like that because we got all this hair and stuff usually going on. But if you think about it and kind of measure, it really ends up looking about like that. So halfway between the top of your head and your chin. Woo! Okay, so we marked the head going from here to here. So about halfway, you measure that because remember how big your head was? So now you precisely measure where your eyes are going to fall. Have one on. Okay, I didn't even do a good job of going halfway down and measuring that. Okay, but sketch it in. Okay, because basically this is going to be your head. Here are your shoulders. You're going to have arms coming down. Your body comes tapered into your waist. And then you have your big old legs somehow coming out here. Okay, to your feet. And your job is to kind of sketch this in now. So you've got a general rough size idea of where things are. You can certainly make him look pretty Frankenstein-y because Frankenstein looked kind of flat-headed, almost rectangular in shape for his actual head. So go ahead, get started and make your creepy but proportionally and fractionally accurate Frankenstein. Good luck. Enjoy. When you get it sketched out, then go ahead and color it in. Okay? And if you need some ideas, I'm sure you can Google some images of Frankenstein to see what his traditional outfit looked like. Okay? Color it up, make it look nice, and we'll see what kind of artwork you can share mathematically with me today. Good luck.